gonna send it to. Not my mom.
You're not gonna send it to your
Not
mom?
gonna send it to my mom just yet.
You're not proud of this?
No, I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't told her the name yet. It's gonna be Daddy. Something you gotta explain to your mom.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, we're on it, man.
Oh man, this is great.
We're on the tube.
We're on the YouTube, man.
How do you feel?
I feel great. How do you feel?
Fat.
Well, the shoot.
Just heavy breathing into a microphone.
Yeah, like.
What made you want to start doing this?
Man, just to have some freaking guy time, man. Like,
okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not getting enough. Like,
yeah, dude.
outside?
I live in a house with like 3 girls. I have 2 identical daughters, and then I work all the time. So I'm like, I need something for me. You know, I can only hunt and fish like so much, and so I just, you need some guy time. So I was like, Matt, let's do a podcast. So,
I don't know.
You jumped on. Why are you here?
Because you asked.
Loyalty.
I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I really didn't know what to expect of it. Honestly, I went home and I was like, Mandy, I don't know what he wants to do with this. She goes, all right, what's the topic? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like
she goes, do you want to do it? I'm like, I don't know. But I already told him yes, so I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm a man of my word.
I am a man of my word.
Like Joker
We
style.
had a podcast, me and Mandy and our friend Francesca. We had one like 3 or 4 years ago. It was fun. Like, we did like 3 episodes, but then like people started having babies, like Mandy and Francesca, and then it just never came back.
Yep. And now you're back, baby.
I don't know if it's a good thing yet.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh crap! You know what's pretty cool though is like on the computer I could see if people say something, we could see it.
Okay, cool.
So it's neat is like if they have questions.
Yeah.
They can
like
ask. Not that we're actually going to be paying attention to you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. If we so choose, but if we're going to glance,
if I see it at the corner of my eye.
Okay.
All right. So for the people who are here, I mean, can you hear us? Okay. Are we too loud?
After we just asked for like no feedback.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I mean, I guess let's get to it. So I waited all right. Hold on. Time out. Yesterday, I saw the notification that Conor McGregor is coming out with a new whiskey. It's right here.
And it's the first one, like the first bottle sold in Houston. Is that what you told me?
It's something like that.
It's like fresh, fresh off the truck.
Yeah,
man.
something like that. And like everyone only got like a couple bottles. Like no one's actually gotten shipments of these things yet. But you can ask my wife. So we have this liquor store down the road. Apple says it opens at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Their left window says they open at 10:30, and then their door says they open at 11. And so I waited for a very long time, and then when I finally went in, I'm like, dude, when do you even open? He goes, 11:30, and I'm like, none of your signs say that. You have 3 signs that say something completely different. But anyways, we got it. Here, why don't you hold it in front of your camera, and you can show people.
There we go. It's the.
They didn't see anything.
I know. Can they see me?
Yeah, you can see
okay,
it.
Here we go. It's the Irish Apple Proper 12. And if you haven't had the Proper 12, the original one we got right here, it is amazing. It's like a Jameson kind of style. That's how I would compare it, but it's a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I like the honey.
They're both smooth.
I feel like there's honey in there. I mean, there's probably not. I probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I have a honey crispy. I think it's. Let's fucking open.
Let's do it. All right, I've been looking at this thing like all day, so
it's been sitting on my desk at work.
Crack that thing open. Do you need a knife?
Never. Yes. I need
a knife. I got one. There you go.
What does Renelle think about you doing this podcast?
She's for it. Yeah, she. Like I said, she didn't know the name yet, so she didn't know the Daddy Chill name. So I'm excited to see her face.
I can't believe that's the name that we stuck with.
I know it's actually the first one that we kind of.
It was the first one that popped out.
That popped out. We're like, hey, let's give it a run around, see.
But then again,
we're dads, and so we, the purpose of this podcast is to sit around and talk about dad stuff.
Holy shit, dude!
Smell good? Is it apple-y?
It smells like those caramel apple lollipops.
Oh, those green ones.
Let
me smell. What do we got? Oh, it does smell like one of those.
I know.
And I'm pouring it.
Yep.
Pouring it.
Glug, glug, glug,
glug, glug. Okay. That's a healthy pour.
I get a taste. Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
I know, right? I was like, oh, God.
Okay. People are going to hate us because, we're washing it because there's ice on there. Like, you're going to be washing it down. No. Fuck you. This is our show.
We'll do what we want. Let's do it. Cheers.
Daddy Chill.
Daddy Chill.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's it's really really good and dangerously smooth.
I don't even think I need to.
That,
Have
though,
a mixer
I don't. We brought ginger ale over here.
Yeah, we were hiding them.
Yeah, behind. But yeah, I don't think it's needed. This is neat whiskey.
I wonder if there's rules on YouTube that if like, are we allowed to drink?
I don't know.
We're probably gonna get shut
Yeah, I know,
down.
right? Our first one, and then we get busted.
All right, what's going on in your life, man? I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Man, well, I actually have a surprise for you. I don't
For me?
for you because
Okay.
you were pitching this idea of doing this proper 12, and I was watching a show and just to make this as weird and awkward as possible for you on the first show, I have something. It's down here.
Okay.
I mean, it's not Hitler's teacup or anything, but
Okay.
what
What the fuck is that? Is it broke? At the bottom?
no. These are just some old wine glasses.
Oh, okay. It's because you think I'm gay. Isn't
Because
it?
this is it. It's the gay wine from The Last of Us. You brought James.
That really is the
This
gay
is
wine
the
from
really-
The Last of Us.
That's really it. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Let's do
pour
it.
some wine.
Let's do it.
Did you bring like a wine opener?
Oh, yeah, I got a key.
Oh wow. Well, speaking of gay, while you're pouring this, I have a story for you.
Okay, go for it.
This is kind of a surprise for you too, or maybe it's not. Maybe you've secretly been in cahoots. So, have you ever? All right. So everyone has that natural fear of like, sending a really shitty dick pic and like just everybody seeing it. You know what I'm talking? Like, have you ever had that? Like, you're like, oh, I hope nobody sees this.
I don't know. I think all my girlfriends and wife have been pretty safe.
Yeah, that's keyword there is safe.
You'd think they'd be safe. I mean,
No,
that girls aren't actually sharing them out there, are they?
no. Now, all right, listen. Well, no, they're definitely sharing them.
Are they sharing?
They absolutely fucking are.
Oh my God.
Women are just kind of evil creatures.
Are they?
Don't ask. All right, so one night I was laying in bed and Mandy had hit me up. She was working late, and she goes, "Hey, send me a dick pic." I'm like, all right, fine, why not? Woman asks you for a dick pic.
Then you're gonna send it.
Give her the dick pic.
If they ask for it, you send it.
But here's the thing. Like, I was hesitant. I was fresh out of the shower, and it was nighttime. I had all fans on. I had like this fan next to the bed. I had a fan above the bed. I was cold. He wasn't like sucked in, okay, but he also wasn't hanging out either.
Okay.
And so I was in bed. I'm
Half
like,
mast.
yeah, dude, not even half mast.
Yeah.
He was just not ready for company.
Okay.
And so I lifted the covers, took the picture, and I was
got
like,
the turtle.
and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not very good. I was like, but it's also like 1 a.m, and I'm not gonna warm this guy up either.
Yeah.
Send.
Done. Back to sleep.
The twist of the story is I accidentally sent it to you.
No.
Yeah.
No, there better not be a dick photo. Is this a dream?
No, I'm serious. I actually sent it to you, and it's a really fucked up situation.
I haven't seen this photo, so
You haven't. I made sure you didn't see it.
how did you?
Okay, so
How did you pull?
I sent it, but as soon as I hit send, my heart sank.
It better.
This is when I worked for you. This
Yeah.
was like 2 years
Oh,
ago.
this is when. Oh, I was your boss back then.
This was 2 years
shit.
ago, and you had texted me about something.
Yeah.
Anyways, I must have hit your name
Yeah.
in the process of like getting into bed,
Yeah.
and I didn't notice that when I went to hit the photo button. So I sent you the tiniest, little squishiest little dick pic on the planet, and I about shit myself.
Yeah.
I blew your phone up so much, and you would not wake up.
Oh.
You would not wake up. And
I
so,
remember you blowing up my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to send him like 100 texts that says, don't scroll up, delete thread.
Yeah.
And I sent that probably like 100 times. Copy,
Yeah.
paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
Yeah.
But I still wasn't satisfied because
Yeah.
you'd be like, well, why does
I would. Yeah. It's like.
So I
yeah.
called your wife.
Yeah.
I called your wife and I said,
I'm gonna call.
I said,
Get her on the phone.
I said Renell.
Emergency.
I said, I need your help, no questions asked.
No, yeah.
And she goes, what the fuck do you want
Yeah.
now, Hosey?
Yeah.
And I was like, I just
Oh
want
my-
you to go to Chris's phone and delete our entire thread. She goes, why? I'm like, don't worry about it.
No,
Just do it.
yeah.
Now, part of me thinks she scrolled up just to see what the problem was, and I'm completely embarrassed the rest of my life. Cause I
Yeah.
don't, but then again, like it's your wife, but I also
Yeah.
don't want her thinking I have this tiny
Yeah,
little
little-
boy pee-pee.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so like secretly every time I see her, I'm just like,
Has
she
she
thinks
se-
I have a small dick.
She thinks I have a tiny little tallywhacker.
Renell's a grower.
Yeah.
So anyway, she claims she never saw it. She says she just deleted the thread and called it that. And I
Yeah.
don't remember if this was that
She's a
morning.
pretty honest cat. So I think
Yeah,
I
but
think
curiosity has also killed the cat before.
I gotta get home after this and
Oh
And
God,
see,
I wonder what
it's
she's thinking right now.
I know,
I
wonder-
wish she was here.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. We got to get her on the show.
So, so yeah, that's the story of when I accidentally sent you a dick pic.
Oh my god.
Bet you weren't expecting
I wasn't
that.
not expecting that at all.
I've been
Oh my
saving that
God.
one. That one's
God.
been on the list
Dude,
to talk about.
dude, but seriously, when you're sending that kind of stuff, you look and you check
yeah.
and you recheck, you know, to make sure it's going to the right individual.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I don't usually have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I usually don't have to.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was so late at night. It was a complete and honest mistake. You have the gay wine out.
You have the
don't
gay
you?
wine out.
All right.
I know you don't pair this with your rabbit. Oh, how do you say? What is this called? It's a.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of skimmed through that episode.
Hey man,
You've been
that
sending me
that-
screenshots for that all week.
Yeah, I know. Just to set you up for
Is
this.
it to warm me up? For
You warm
this?
me up for this. Yeah, kind of like little subtle.
What's the
hints.
name of this? Show the camera. What's
It's like
the name of this?
What do you say? It's like a.
No, but scoot it closer here.
There we go.
Let me see. Let me hold this. All right, Louis Jadot. I can't.
Yes.
There's no way in fuck I'm gonna try to pronounce the
it's
name on it.
French.
But that makes
I
a
think-
really good Chardonnay.
Oh, I saw it. I saw you had the. You
Yeah.
sent me the Chardonnay. And I know
I
you.
did.
I know you didn't get the red.
No,
And so-
I don't drink red much. I'm a sweet wine kind of guy. What's that?
Beaujolais.
Beaujolais. Oh, okay.
Beaujolais.
I get the Chardonnay, and then I like to mix it with like a sparkly juice.
Yeah.
50-50 split, and it's fucking delicious. One of the taste testers at HEB got me onto it.
Okay.
Which,
No,
I have
the
a
Sauvignon.
I have another story about HEB too.
Yeah.
Nearly got my mom fired.
Did you-
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
that tastes like penis.
It tastes like gay penis, like prepped gay penis.
I don't want it. I want to finish the whiskey.
Yeah, go back to the whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's sweet. It's very sweet.
when my all right, so HEB, I almost got my mom fired. So for months, I had started going on bequest of Mandy. I've been going to a different HEB, not the one outside of our house. The one
No,
outside of our house has been getting a little
It's been getting run down. Like it's
sure.
yeah,
The clientele there is starting to get a little
Yeah.
questionable.
yeah,
So I've been just driving an extra like 6 minutes down the road.
yeah.
Well, there's this again taste tester lady, and I mean, look at me. Obviously, I hit the stand every time I go, and I would see her. Can't remember her name. Also, not going to say her name. But we kind of built a relationship, quote unquote. It was just like a friendly passing.
So you see
relationship.
her like every time, and so
Every
so
time.
she sees you, you see her. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, everything's yeah.
So
Yeah.
every time I'd see her, and we started saying "I love you" to each other. That's how. Yeah, that's how.
That's when you know, man. You need to lose a little weight when the
I know.
taste tester.
But
knows you.
it was all in fun.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
joking.
Yeah,
Well, fast forward 3 months,
yeah.
and my mother gets a job as like a.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
works
okay.
at this location,
cool.
and she kind of cooks the food and talks on the microphone.
oh,
and
okay.
Anyways, so since my mom started working there, she wanted me to come visit her because she lives like down in Houston now. She doesn't live anywhere close, which doesn't make sense to
I
me
was like-
because her job's all the way up here.
Yeah,
That's another conversation.
Yep.
So she wanted me to start seeing her more. So I'd show up like twice, 2 to 3 times a week. And every time I'd see her, it was the same thing. I love you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, one night, this was probably after about a month of my mother working there, my mom comes to my house, wants to cook us dinner, something that she made.
That she
at
learned how to
HEB.
cook. Yeah.
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 Well, I was actually thinking about the Chardonnay, and I couldn't remember exactly what the mixture was.
That's when you sent me the photo.
Yes.
Of that was the dinner
Yes.
buggy.
Yep.
Yep.
And so I was like, hey, let's call that girl and figure out what the mixture was. And she goes, oh, no, don't do that. You know, she's not feeling well. I'm like, fuck that. Took the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, hey, Siri, call blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it did. Uh-oh, my phones are going off. And it did. It called her. She answered. It was a very pleasant conversation. In fact, me, her, and my wife started chatting for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It was kind of wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, she told us what we needed to know. And, of course, had the conversation end.
I love you.
I love you.
Yep.
And we all laughed, giggled, ha, 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 ha. Even Mandy, my wife, thought it was funny. Click, hung up the phone. The next day, my mother and her are joking about it. I think we're talking about how hilarious it was. It was just the pickup she needed, you know, because she wasn't feeling well. Cool. Fast forward a month, and this would be about 2 weeks ago. My mother gets called into the HR, and she had a fight, apparently. This girl had a fight with her husband the previous night. Yeah. And he brought up, well, you told that guy I love you on the phone. Yep. And so now I am causing problems for her marriage, apparently. Right. Mm-hmm. So, and that was the whole complaint, was her son is causing problems for my marriage because she gave him my phone number. Yeah. And somehow I got roped into this phone call with HR. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why they did that, because I didn't give them anything they wanted to fucking hear. I was like, first of all, I don't fucking work for you, so fuck you. Yeah. I said, secondly, my mom clearly didn't do anything. Right. That's fuck you, number 2. Number 3, your little fucking employee shouldn't be telling their customers that she loves them and becomes all buddy-buddy with them, unless...
It's okay.
Unless it's okay. Yeah. So there, on no planet does it show where it's inappropriate. Yeah. Over this whole situation.
It's not her fault. Yeah, it's not her fault.
No, but then again, it's not my fault either, because I feel like that girl, she put herself in that position. Yes, it's my fault that I made the call. Yeah, sure, but then again, if her husband feels that type of way, maybe she shouldn't be fucking running around town acting like that. You know, at fucking HEB. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, or she just say, hey, you know, I can't say I love you, like, you know, but it's all in good fun. I mean, if someone's gonna really butthurt about that, you know, as a man, or being insecure about. Yeah, that kind of thing. Well, I mean, I haven't gone back to that HEB yet, only because the amount of times that I cursed at my mom's boss. Like, I know it didn't help my mom's situation, but on the same tone, like I'm not your fucking employee. Yeah, you know, you deal with this how you want, but if you fire my mom, you know, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. She goes, no, we're not firing her just because they were trying to get ahead of it. They just needed to do paperwork because a complaint was filed. She goes, they're like, we're not going to fire her. I'm like, fine. I had that same situation happen to me. Whenever I worked at Home Depot, and I had to call employees, and I would call employees like personally, like at home, like to call them in for work or ask them if they wanted to pick up a shift or stuff like that. And one of the employees' husbands, he got really jealous that I called her on her cell phone at home just to ask her to come into work. I mean, totally benign, you know. But anyway, it was a big thing, and I got called in the office. HR got involved with it because he filed a complaint. Whenever someone files a complaint like that, then it goes straight to HR. And so from then on, anytime I had to call an employee, a female employee, I would have another female call her, you know, just to make sure to cover my CYA, because that is a real thing. Yeah. It's crazy. HRs at modern day are just, they can be compared to Nazis sometimes, just because they say they're on your side, but they're not. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. They're there to protect the company. Yeah, he had shoulder surgery, and he took his vacation time when he got shoulder surgery. He had plenty of it. He didn't really care, and they found out that he took vacation time to get his shoulder surgery done a few days, and they came down on him like unholy hell, because it put them in a liable situation because he was taking vacation time to do a medical procedure. So it's just, I mean, personally, I just have a problem with HR. I'm like Michael Scott in that scenario. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You don't work with us. You don't work for us. You know, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Yeah. You know, you're not my fucking therapist. No, they're not there for you either. Yeah, they're like the cops in the interrogation room. There is. Yeah, and so
if you don't watch what you say or watch what you do.
The turnover rate though for HR is insane. Like there was a company I worked for called Max Sunglasses out in Monument, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers were a trip, Chris. They went through, I would say, about one HR person every week and a half to 2 weeks. It was insane.
Really that shitty? Like,
it's more so the fact that the boss, now Nancy and I can't remember the guy's name. They're great people and they're very brilliant people. But when it came to running their employees, they did not know how to act. No. They wanted what they wanted, and if you didn't do it, it was a sign of, he shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And I think that HR was actually helping push back a little bit.
Yeah,
saying,
hey,
no, I can't legally say that to him. And
boom, they're gone. Yeah. It's like finding the right lawyer.
I think that was the only time I ever got along with an HR rep was my time there. Mm-hmm. But after that, I mean, I'm too inappropriate, man.
Yeah. You are. I mean, it's good you found me whenever you were looking for a job, like a small company, just because that's where it's at, man.
That's where I thrive. Anyway.
Yeah, small companies. It's just where it's at, man. I don't think I could ever go back to being a corporate America.
Corporate?
Oh man, 6 years out, man.
It's
the best
I'll
6
do
years of my
to
life.
Stay away from
oh
it.
Man, I got 2 kids in the house, a wife, a mortgage, and everything, and I would scrape by. I would mow lawns before I went back and got back into that corporate structure, man. It's just once you're out, you're out. Like escaping the matrix.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So I just realized I forgot to record this, but it's okay because YouTube records it.
Okay.
I can just pull it.
Okay. I was like, okay, so we've been talking.
I realized I fucked up though.
Yeah. So it's recording, right?
No. Yes, but no.
Yeah.
YouTube's doing it.
Okay. I thought we were doing it on YouTube anyway.
We are.
Okay.
But I mean, there's guys, this is our first time.
Yeah.
I have a little record button here to remind myself to press record. And I made sure I put it first, so I clicked it first.
You see the movie Apollo 11 when he puts no on the sticker? He's like, what's this for? Well, in case I don't want to launch you out of the pod before you closed it up.
Apollo 11.
Apollo 11, yeah.
Do you think we faked the moon landing?
Oh, God, don't get me started on that. I've been down the TikTok rabbit hole of all the moon landings and the flat earthers. And
what do you think?
I think some of it's fake, but I think it's for the most part it's real.
Yeah.
I think we've been to the moon, but as far as
I think we totally have.
But has there been fabrication of some of the video and stuff like that? Probably so. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't own the banks.
There's one thing that confuses the shit out of me though, is how the camera footage was so crystal clear out there on the moon.
Yeah.
But yet, my Ring doorbell couldn't pick up a fucking dog from a cat from across the street.
Exactly. like talking to the president on the moon. It's like okay, there's a 2-second delay. Cool. Yeah.
TikTok though, man, that thing drains my fucking life,
dude.
It gets me in a lot of trouble.
It does drain my life, and I was very hesitant about getting on TikTok. But
all of us were.
We all were like, man, if I get on this app, we know it, it's really, really addicting. But all at the same time, I've actually learned a lot of stuff on TikTok. There's actually a lot of good information you can find on there. There's therapists.
Gen Z's using it for search engine purposes now.
Yeah, exactly. You can like I was talking to my wife. She was looking for a recipe for dinner. She goes on TikTok and puts in lasagna, and someone's going to be in there making a lasagna video just like you would go to YouTube,
Fuck that. Just go to HEB and get you one of them frozen lasagnas.
Yeah, whatever.
No ricotta cheese.
Yeah, I'm not. She's cooking it. I'm not messing.
She made a serrano pepper thing the other night. I saw.
There's poblano pepper.
Poblano.
Yeah.
How was it?
Dude, it was amazing. I ate one today for leftover. Just amazing. Chops it in half, makes it Southwest, puts pork butt in it.
I watched. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Did you smoke the pork butt?
Oh, of course I did. Yeah, it's like a weekly thing. She's like, honey, you smoke a pork butt? absolutely.
I'm still supposed to smoke that brisket this week, and you know what? I don't think I'm gonna fucking do it.
Brisket takes too much time.
Fuck a brisket.
Fuck a brisket, man.
Fuck a brisket.
I got time for that.
I mean, I'm just now really learning how to use that offset. I mean, I've had it for about a year now.
Yeah.
And the cooks I've been doing on it recently are very successful. Yeah. But the fire management for how many fucking hours?
Yep. Oh. Yeah. 12 hours on a brisket.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Pork butt, you can't, if you mess up pork on a smoker,
pork is so forgiving though.
Yeah, you got to mess up so hard. I mean, you got to melt the meat off the bones of the ribs.
Is that your favorite thing to cook?
Oh yeah, ribs, not pork butt, man. You just take the pork butt, put it on there, smoke it for a few hours, wrap it in foil, then you're shredding, you're going to town.
what is it called? Your vows. Didn't you write in your vows that you had the
Shit. Yeah, my wife literally wrote in the vows. I'm sitting there.
Did you just almost forget?
No, I didn't forget. I was just reminded. Don't call me out. I remembered, honey.
Renelle, listen.
I remembered, but
did Matt send you a dick pic?
Yeah. Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hello.
Little guy.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sitting up there at the altar, and we're doing these vows, and I got to go first because I'm not about to get melted before, and be like a crying little baby up there. So
this is so good.
It's so good. Anyway, her vows are amazing. Her words were wonderful. And then she's like, as long as you promise to cook that pork butt for me every week. I was like, man, I knew I found the right one right
Your dick
there.
Probably got so hard.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like, okay, wedding photos.
So Mandy and I aren't technically married yet.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
and we're working on it.
Yeah,
but we're also not.
Yeah, well, it's like one of the benefits of being married.
Not the taxes.
Not the taxes.
Not the taxes.
You file jointly. But you still, either one parent always claims the children. And so one parent claims the children, or if you're married, then you're filing married and you claim the children together, but you join your income together. And so,
yeah. I'm really excited to get married. I want her to have my last name. Yeah. But she can also just go to the courthouse and change it.
Yeah.
Boom, it's there.
What, do you want the ceremony or not? Do you want to do the celebration?
I do.
Yeah. You got to celebrate it.
But, that's a lot of fucking money.
Dude.
For something like that.
It's like when you go to a wedding, I don't know. When you go to a wedding and you look at it and you're like, these motherfuckers spent at least $50K. Like, there's balloons and cakes and candy.
8 of that was on fucking flowers.
Yeah, and there's flowers and balloon arches and mariachi bands and cigar rollers and, hors d'oeuvres. And
not us.
Not us, man. we do. Well, we had a great meeting. We're not an amazing wedding. We had like moonshine on the table, and we had.
I know I wasn't invited to that, but then again, I was like a brand new.
Yeah, you were brand new.
But
yeah.
you didn't send John there either.
Why? No.
And for those of you who don't know, John had been friends with him for like a long time before I met.
Yeah, we waited tables back together back in the.
And all of us worked together. Me, John, Chris, Renelle.
Yeah.
Fucking Candace.
We got to get Candace on.
We got to get her on here.
Gotcha. You're right.
Why didn't you bring John?
Because you had to watch my store, man. I was getting. You had to work. Get back to work. Yeah. Keep it professional around here. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we
never kept it professional around here. That's
it was like liquor in the break room. That's the way to do it, man. If you want a good cohesive workforce, just put a bunch of alcohol in the break room, man. That'll build some team building pretty quick.
Fuck Henry Ford. Isn't that the guy who introduced the 5-day, 40-hour work week?
I know he did the assembly line. I don't know if he did the.
I think he started
the 40-hour work week.
Can we Google that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind Googling it?
Yeah, put it in my Google machine here.
Yeah, put it in the Google
machine.
Henry
Ford.
Yeah. Who started the 40-hour work week?
40.
And that person can seriously go fuck themselves.
No kidding. Well, actually, I think now work week history. Now people are kind of getting a little bit more enlightened. They're like,
no, that was COVID.
No, well, now you see on the TikTok, but it's like a theme. People are like, I don't want to work I don't want to work 40 hours a week until I'm freaking 65 years old or 64 and a half or whatever it is you retire at, and then retire, and then you only have 15 good years, and then you're in the ground. So it's like Congress passed the Fair Labor Standards Act, so Congress did it, 1940.
Yeah, but isn't he the one who initiated it though?
I don't know. Fuck him.
Now I'm pulling out my Google machine. Who started the 40-hour work week? It was Henry Ford in 1926. He popularized it after he discovered through his research that working more yielded only a small increase in productivity that lasted a short period of time.
Yeah. Well, I know he
talk about like milking it dry.
Well, he was all about efficiency, so he was kind of a pioneer in that. So they could start a car and finish a car on the same day by the assembly line. So everybody came in, did the same job. They put the wheels on, or put the roof on, or put the wheel on, whatever they did. And so that kind of just the Industrial Revolution. That's why you're awesome.
Say what you want about these Gen Z folk these days. I mean, they're idiots, but they got one thing right, That's quality of life.
The quality of life.
They're not taking no for an answer.
Yep. And they'll win. Like,
you think?
I think so. They're out there. I mean, we're getting older, and they're younger than us. I don't know.
I mean, the job search is tough out there. I mean, they're talking about these like quiet quitting, which I still don't understand fully what that means. I think it just means doing less at work.
Doing the bare minimum to get by. Like not really.
I know as a business owner, you're like, fuck that. But as an employee, I get it.
Well, yeah, there's different aspects. Like if you have, as an employee, if you have a clear, like you don't have a glass ceiling on top of your head. It's like, hey, if you work really hard and if you do these things and you work your job well and you have a good boss, then you're going to get promoted and you're going to get promoted. But the thing is, nowadays you're just a number. And so
that's true.
And so there's no incentive for these Gen Zs to work because these corporations take advantage of them. And so they're here, like, you know, you've been here for 3 months and here's a key to the building. Like, no, that's a key holder's position right there. Like, I'm going to need a raise. No, they're expecting these people to do this kind of work
for nothing. And
it's bullshit. And they have every right to be pissed off.
You know, like I only recently over the past few years started kind of looking back because, you know, Mandy and I, we have 2 kids. We started a family, but we're ready for that next step, but we just feel stuck.
Yeah.
The money comes in. Don't get me wrong. The money comes in, but we spend that money catching up.
Yep.
You know, it's always a fucking catch-up game.
Yep. That's always,
it's
always
like
something.
Like we'll get $4,000 here, but we're left with like 600 after that. You know, and it's like, you know, how do we put ourselves in the situation? Yeah, we're millennials. We're pretty irresponsible at times, but still, we also, like I said, we got 2 kids. We're renting a house. We have some responsibility.
Absolutely.
And life just keeps kicking us in the dick.
Yeah, exactly. It's always something. It's always a car bill or an excessive bill that came out of nowhere. Like
something that you've been waiting, you know, like just pushing the bill people back.
Yeah, down the road.
And so I started looking into like house prices and the economy itself, and I just started to realize just how fucked we really are.
Yeah,
how fucked our kids are and their kids.
I know. I just feel bad.
And it's not getting any better.
I know. I feel bad for my kids. I'm like, oh my god, if the things you're gonna have to deal with when you get older, as far as the amount of, and the thing that really pissed me off is, not to go too deep into politics, is like, we have the money. Like whenever I was looking at our government, I was like, oh, you know, we don't have money for this, we don't have money for that because we're in bad national debt. Then all of a sudden they have these huge expenditures, whatever they're spending on for bailing out countries and doing other things overseas, and they just created all this money out of nowhere. And I thought, oh, we really did have that money all the time. We really could help people. We really could help our infrastructure. We really could work on our healthcare system. That money was available, but y'all assholes just couldn't even come up with it, or that's not even an issue. Like
government needs to learn how to live off of, you know, like the property tax and sales tax and stuff like that from now on, because
they're trying to reform the tax, but
that's not going to happen.
That's never going to happen.
I mean, that money goes right into their fucking pockets, and you can't like, oh, conspiracy theorists. Fuck you.
The bucket is leaking.
Fuck you, Chris Kelley.
As soon as the bucket gets full of water, it just leaks all the way to the source.
It does.
The
insider trading,
no water gets on the fire.
No one's safe. No one's fucking safe.
No.
We're just continuously getting fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so anyways, to continue, I was looking at
not
houses.
to be so dim. Yeah.
And, you know, people, you know, because you have grandparents saying, you know, well, and Dave Ramsey, fuck that guy. God, he's so fucking annoying. Like, he's got a couple good points, but other than that, he's just talking out of his ass.
Yeah, it's antiquated.
He's talking, you know, if you millennials didn't buy your $8 coffees or or you know, spend $15 on lunch every day, you know, you can afford to buy a house. Like, no, you fucking can't.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know, when you were younger, you bought a house for $50,000.
Exactly.
Okay, I mean, and your fucking, I mean, shit, your parents' mortgage was like $13 a fucking month, and they spent $3,000 on their house.
Yep.
Look at us. I mean, we're looking at. I mean, now we have everyone from California moving out here.
Mm-hmm.
We're jacking up all the fucking prices. All these blue states are coming here.
Oh, absolutely. They're all. I mean, and
they're not getting with the program.
I see them every week in my store, and so they come in and they're like, I just got here from New Jersey, from California, from New York,
and they're not getting with the program.
Pennsylvania.
The reason why people are moving here is because they voted to destroy their own states.
Well, maybe they didn't vote to destroy their own states, but people in their state voted to destroy their state, and so they moved here. And so they're like, I can't live here anymore. You know, y'all voted me out of here, and they moved.
Listen,
people are industrious. They're good people out there, and they're prosperous, and they're going to do what they have to do to have a better life for their family and for their kids.
This is Texas, man. Bring your wounded, bring your sick.
Yeah.
Come on in. The door's open.
Yep.
But the reason why things are so good out here is because we vote a certain way.
Yep, exactly right.
And, you know,
it might not be perfect.
No.
But it's better.
It might not appeal to people's feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're sitting there complaining that you're spending $3,000 on a 1-bedroom apartment, and you're coming here and you're starting to vote the same way you did over there. And look what's happening.
Yep.
Everything's starting to go up.
You make me sad. You're making me sad over here.
I don't want to
switch back up.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
You going to the gay wine?
I'm going to the gay wine. Yeah.
I'll take a sip of the gay wine with you. Why not? Let's have some gay wine
Yeah.
together. Mandy's probably just rolling her eyes going, fucking idiots. I wonder how many times a day she does that. I just looks at me and goes,
that's a good question. Like, how many times a day does my wife just like, that fucking idiot?
Like, at what point is sex a chore?
It's like, all right, honey, time to do your chores.
Time to do your chores.
Time to do your chores.
I remember working for you guys, and I would, schedule said you were supposed to be here at like 11:30.
We're morning people.
And you'd show up at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'd text her out like, where the fuck are you? She goes, oh, I had to do my chores this morning.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing my makeup. Like, all right, well, she's not fucking coming in today.
Yeah.
That makeup's going to take her 3 hours.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Speaking of Renelle, her TikTok has been blowing up.
Dude, she's doing great, man.
Proud of her.
Yeah, she's awesome. We did one. We went to Costco again. And so,
did you try the chicken bake?
We did try the chicken bake. It was delicious.
I'm sure you guys have been waiting to tell me because you wanted me to watch your reaction. But
yeah, it's on there. I don't know if you've seen it or not. You see the chicken bake?
I haven't seen the TikTok. When did she post it?
Like today.
Not recently,
it's
because
today. It's up. It's live.
Bullshit.
Yep.
I'm pulling it up. Anyways, tell me about the chicken bake.
Wait. Well, it's okay, man. There's a story before the chicken bake.
Okay, there's a story.
So we were gonna go to the Costco, and the nurse calls. Finley's got a tummy ache. She's not feeling good. Well, she has this cough, so we're thinking it's just her abs. Like she's been coughing so hard, her abs have been killing her, getting sore. So she's been coughing so bad. So we went and picked her up, and of course she's fine. And so we took Finley to the Costco, and so it's like me, Renelle, and Finley going through, and it's a pretty funny video because Finley's just living her best life. There's like samples like as far as the eye can see. So she's just running down. She's getting pizza. She's getting yogurt. She's getting vitamins.
Like you actually took the kids with you this time.
Well, I took Finley.
Okay.
And so she's just living her best life with all the Rice Krispie treats and everything. So, but it's a pretty good one.
All right, now tell me about the chicken bake.
Your
first experience.
Okay, we had to run home because Ireland was getting off the bus. So it's like, we got to get this chicken bake before we leave.
Because I would have been pissed.
Yeah, so we got to get this chicken bake. So we sit there, we order this chicken bake, and it's just this long, what was it, calzone looking thing? And I was like, okay, right on. So we cut into it, and it's full of like creamy chicken, I guess a little cheesy sauce with like, it was like a burnt, but a crispy bread, man. It was just, it was just like, you just carve out like the best thing you can eat. You just like, it's so like filling and wholesome. It's just, it was perfect. Yeah.
It's one of Mandy's favorite things.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it again?
I think we go with the hot dog.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the hot dog better?
The hot dog's good. I'm just a meat guy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mandy and I went probably a week ago.
Yeah.
And I got pizza and a chicken.
Double it up. It's so cheap.
It up.
I was like, yes, I got to stop and get something. I mean, like for a few dollars. I mean, you're getting fed.
Costco's got really good shit though.
Oh man. It's amazing. It's very specific. It's like if you're going there for something, it's just like,
and it's in seasons. Like they won't have it the next time you show up. Like there was this thing that went viral. It was like a big old jar of peaches.
Yeah.
And
the people were like baking.
We saw it before it went viral. Like it was me, my sister, and my father. We were there shopping around, and she saw it. Her eyes fucking lit up, and I was like, "I'm gonna get that for her for Christmas." Wasn't there.
They're sold out
by the time I got back, but around that time, those peaches started to blow up on TikTok.
Yep.
TikTok can change a person's life.
Dude, this freaking wine right here, I had to go to 2 different stores to freaking get it because it was sold out because of the show. Yeah, the power.
You're shitting me.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Which one did you wind up?
I found it at Specs on Louetta. But yeah, it was the last bottle left at the bottom. It was only like $10 though. I thought it was. It's
actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's sweet though.
I like it sweet. I don't like it. I don't like it dry.
Like a dry wine.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Proper 12 Irish Apple's better though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I would prefer this over that.
I didn't expect it to be this good. Like I was hyped. I was hyped about it, and I didn't think anything could beat Crown Apple when it came to the apple whiskeys.
Yeah.
but I'm sold.
Yeah, it's sold.
I'm never getting crowned.
Well, how much
again.
was it? Like, what was the price on that thing?
I actually don't know.
You just like, I will take it.
Yeah, well,
like,
Mandy asked me the same thing when we got in the car.
Yeah.
She's like, how much was it? I'm like, all I heard was debit or credit.
Yeah,
I was just so fucking excited to get it.
Yeah.
And I was too wrapped into the story of how no one else has this right now, and I only got 3 bottles in. You know, like the truck showed up and he just had 3 bottles of it. They're almost like for testers or tasters to get people hyped for the actual shipment.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Cool.
I got fucking lucky. We got our hands on a bottle.
Nice.
Is there anything else interesting or fun you want to talk about on the first podcast?
Oh, we talk about our kids. How I'm going to air tag my children because they're driving me absolutely bonkers.
I air tag my children.
Dude, I'm going to air tag my children. I watch the ID channel, and seriously, like my wife's addicted to it. So I'm like, fair, I'll watch it, and I get stuck on those shows, and like all these kids get kidnapped and disappeared, and often the worst things happen to them. And I know nowadays we have cameras and all these things, but also at the same time, that shit's real. And I got 2 girls going on 7 years old, and oh man, I busted Finn at the end of the street. The rule is you only go so far. That's the rule.
In the cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac, and there was good weather yesterday. I had the door open. I was kind of going in and out of the house doing shit, and then she knows better. She knows better. I poke my head out the garage. Where is she? At the end of the damn street, by a busy street, where someone could just suck her up into an old neighborhood, and Finley Parker.
And you live in a windy neighborhood.
Yeah,
like it's massive.
Yeah,
it takes up about a mile and a half.
There's houses for miles.
Yeah,
and like, get your ass over here right now. And she knows. She's like a dog that stole like a loaf of bread. Like she knows she knows she's in trouble.
Yeah,
and it's just you can tell this kid over and over and over again. You can spank her. You can get in her face. You can have a heart-to-heart with her, and she just she does not listen. I'm at my wits' end.
That's how my son is right
man.
now. Like my daughter, she's the oldest. She's 7 years old, and she's okay at listening. She's much better than the 3-year-old.
Yeah.
But my son, holy shit, I was not prepared for that. In fact, Renelle posted a TikTok the other day of
about the second born.
Yeah, about the first child coming home, sets her backpack down nicely. Yeah. Third child kicks open the door, chucks the bag, starts cursing you out. It's like, dude, like what have I done? I thought I had more experience in raising a child. Like, how am I fucking this up?
Yeah,
but he's 3, and he's just got a lot of fucking energy.
Yeah,
he's trying to find his place in the world.
Yeah.
And
you gotta kill him. He's a 3-year-old boy. Yeah,
I've been getting upset because I feel like I've been too hard on him recently. But then again, I have to tell myself,
you raise girls differently than you raise boys. I mean, you just don't. Yeah, you're a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's a hard lesson learned.
It's a hard lesson. I mean, there's been like TikToks, but there's been things where, you get into trouble when you try to raise your kids one way, and then you don't want to give like special treatment, but you got to raise each individual kid a little bit differently because their emotions. And like, I got a hard-headed kid, and I got a really sweet kid, and if I hold this sweet little angel to the same standards I hold Finn, then she's just gonna break down and be sad and cry, and I couldn't do that to her. Like she listens. She does everything you ask her to. Of course, she has her moments, but
they're kids.
They're kids,
But yeah,
it will wear your fucking patience.
My patience is usually gone within the first 30 minutes of the day.
Man.
And that sucks because I feel horrible.
I know. Don't you feel bad after you just lose your patience with your child? And you're just
like, I'm like, I just want you to be happy. I want you to play outside. And I want you to remember me as a happy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
want you to be safe and not get run over at the same time.
I feel like I just have to just lay in on him constantly. Yep. And even then, it does nothing. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hear any like therapists or opinions or ideas and shit like that. It's
just tough. Yeah, you're a parent. You're doing,
and
we're good parents.
I have to tell myself, I was like, I don't want this kid to wind up in a fucking jail or a grave.
Yep.
And if it takes me, blowing my fuse 5 times a day, so be it. I'll take that heart attack.
Yep. You gotta teach him.
That's the sacrifices we make as fathers.
Yeah.
Parents.
Yep.
Mandy's always yelling.
Yep.
Starting to hurt my ears. Actually.
Yeah, stop it. Yeah.
It's starting to hurt my ears. Well, because she has a higher voice and it's very piercing. And sometimes she'll do it right here.
Yeah, I get blamed.
She apologizes.
I get blamed for being the soft parent, and Renelle's like
that's what I heard.
The tough structure parent. Like I'm the one to
I've heard you're the softie.
Yeah, I'm the softie.
What makes you?
I don't know. It's just. I guess I don't know. It's not a soft spot for the kids. I think it's Finley. I think I have a soft spot for her because she's so much like me, And like I was a hard-headed son of a bitch of a kid that stuck my tongue out of my mom, and then my dad was always in my face and kicking my ass, and I was always pushing boundaries. Always pushing boundaries.
Do you ever feel like you were never given a win as a kid, and that's why you do that? 'Cause, I mean, when I look at you as a father, you're obviously a great father.
Yeah.
But I see this mentality of give the kid a win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me what it was is I always wanted to win. Like I just wanted to win no matter what, or I just always want. That's where it comes from. And I think like Finley, it's like when you suck at communicating. Because I suck at communicating. I'm sure you know this by now.
Yes.
I expect, like in my mind, I see it the way it's supposed to go, and how it should be, because it should be the way, because I'm right.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to do it, and then somebody comes in and throws a wrench in your plan, or doesn't pivot the way you want to pivot, and then you get frustrated and you kind of shut down a little bit. And that's where Finley gets it. She has something in her mind. She wants to wear the dress, or she wants to do this, or she'll wear the hat, or she wants it a certain way. And then when she doesn't get her way, she gets pissed, because that's the way she built it in her mind. And that's how I am too. Like I build a project in my mind and I want to see it get done. And then when shit doesn't happen, or you don't communicate effectively, everything goes sideways. And she's that kid. So I have a soft spot for her because I see that in her, and I can actually just look at her and see her feeling that frustration. Yeah.
My regret always hits when I see them sleeping and they're peaceful and they're quiet. And I look at them like, fuck, I put you through the ringer today.
Yeah. That's tough. Or
Chris Keller, I swear to you, man, I feel it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you just feel bad. Or like say they get up for the school bus, and it's a hell of a school bus morning. Brushing hair, they're tired, they're not putting their pajamas on, they're fighting. They're fighting before school. It's like freaking 7 o'clock in the morning. They're screaming at each other.
Way too early for that shit.
Way too early for that shit. And then you're on their asses. You gotta get them ready, get them going. They gotta get to school on time. They gotta get their breakfast. We're hustling and bustling, and you're in their ass. And then all of a sudden they leave. They get on the school bus, and then you feel terrible, because you just feel it's in there, and they're on the school bus. It's like, God, and try to hug them goodbye and all that stuff. But it's tough, man.
Well, with William, one thing that's adding to my frustrations and my near-death experiences with a heart attack is that Mandy got a new puppy, and so we're potty training William and this fucking dog. And I'm pretty sure that this dog is like a window-licking, helmet-wearing R-word. He's a fucking idiot.
Is this a mutt? Is this like a I don't know, non-smart dog?
I'm a mutt too. Mandy must know how to pick them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cute. He's like this little pit bull bully mix, and he's got like these floppy cute ears, and his feet turn in. I mean, he's adorable, but he's a fucking idiot. And sometimes I have to remind myself he's still a baby, but it's like, also, fuck you. You're a dog.
You're a dog. You're going to bend to my will.
We're 2 months in, motherfucker. Get your shit together. Get the program. Like, every time you piss on the floor and I put your face in it, you don't think that's a bad thing?
Yeah.
That I kick your ass outside?
Yeah.
I actually had somebody, I was playing video games. So I love video games. I was playing Fortnite, and this one guy heard me yelling at the dog. And he goes, listen, man, I'm really good at training dogs. And I'm like, oh, are you?
The dog whisperer.
I rolled my eyes. I'm like, here we fucking go.
Yeah.
And he goes, listen, you need that positive reinforcement. They go potty outside, give him a cookie.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I got a cookie.
Yeah,
and he goes, yeah, give him like a treat. And I'm like, no. And because you said that, I'm going to go beat my fucking dog right now. Just because you said that. You're going
to get banned.
Listen, okay, yeah. Oh, my God.
You're talking about beating dogs. Give him the cookie, guy.
I'm not going to beat a dog. I guess I'm not ready for office.
Yeah. Your political career just got ruined.
Who knew I was going to be the one to fuck it up? I don't beat my dog. I only hit him.
only hit him when he pisses on my floor.
But seriously, there's got to be a point.
Oh yeah, well you got to train him. You gotta sit there and rub his. I mean,
I'm so fucking.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's not good, dude. Shouldn't do that. No, but if you got to train a dog, I mean, you got to rub his nose in it, kick him outside, tell him no, let him know his boss, but give him a cookie. Maybe try it.
fuck that dog.
Fuck that dog. My patience is gone with this dog.
So we have a total.
I'm surprised.
3
I'm
dogs.
surprised you let her have the third dog. Like
It's not really the point of letting. I mean, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. But I did ask her very nicely, no.
Yeah.
And I lost that battle.
Man.
But I pulled like the dad move. I was like, listen, you're gonna walk them, you're gonna train them, you're gonna take them out every day, you're gonna feed them.
How's that going?
I mean, for the most part, like I've been holding my ground when it comes to like cleaning up the messes and stuff.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll help. Every now and then, you know, because she's also
well,
my wife's a hard worker too. I mean, she's also doing a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
But mostly, I'm like, hey, there's a shit on the floor. Or, hey, there's this. That's just out of principle, just because I've already reached my cap of what I can handle throughout the day, and I have problems with messy houses and fecal matter. I have a weak stomach.
Why wouldn't you? You know, you don't want you can't have dog crap in your house.
I'm not really about that.
Yeah,
about that life.
But yeah, you just can't live. I used to live with a person that the dog could take a dump on the floor and they could just like chill with it. Like I would come home from class. And this dog poop on the floor has been sitting there for like an hour and a half.
And nobody picked it up.
And he's just sitting there playing video games. I'm like, what are you doing? I can't do. I didn't last very long as a roommate.
No.
Oh, no. I mean, come on. Someone like that. It's ridiculous.
I love Mandy too much.
She's your wife. Yeah. Go clean up.
I love her too much.
Yeah.
Leave on that note. I mean, that's so minuscule.
Yeah.
I am close to a heart attack, though.
Yeah, close.
Close to
What are you doing to fix it?
Nothing. Well, I was going to be going on this strongman workout thing and for work.
Yeah.
That shit got shot down today, and I was pissed.
Oh, it got shot down? You've been talking about this for...
I have. Well, again,
for a while.
Here's the problem, is I originally said it as a joke.
Yeah.
And they took it and they ran with it.
Yeah.
And they started turning it into this massive thing. And guys, if you're wondering... So I work for this fitness shoe company, and one of the owners also owns a strength and conditioning company. Anyway, so the idea was take the fat new hire,
right,
and train him up to be a bear, like a strong man, and throw me into a competition a year later.
Yep, marketing.
And so we've spent the better half of a month planning for this, and me just kind of wrapping my head around the whole thing.
Yeah. Gotta get your mind right if you're gonna do something.
You really do,
especially
with somebody with my lifestyle of just the laziness and and just not a good track record when it comes to sticking to the gym. And I kind of started on a new health journey late last year. I went and got my testosterone checked out, and I was super low.
Yeah,
like levels were supposed to be like 1,000 or something, 800 to 1,000. Yeah. I was sitting at like 114.
Oh shit,
dude, it was bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Just so many more health problems can come with that.
Yeah.
So we started. So I'm on testosterone. Every week I go to a doctor. I get a shot.
Yeah,
very simple. Anyway, so about a week or two ago, one of the owners had no idea that this was even happening. Yeah. One of the 3 owners had no idea. And I'm like, how were you out of the loop?
Yeah.
I mean, we've had such huge meetings with multiple companies on getting this together. And he's like, I don't see how this can benefit our company because we're a shoe company. And, one of the other marketing people there was like, well, listen, if this is going to be as popular as we think it is, I mean, this is to launch our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And she goes, we're also going to be having a lot of foot health, and, he'll be wearing the shoes and the merch and everything throughout this process.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
And half of this story is foot health and how it affects your body and everything else. So, this benefits us.
Yeah. If you're working out, you need... Yeah.
And even if you don't think that it's going to benefit us like that, they still have to come to us to see this. And we have so many we have all these other avenues that are going to be promoting it. We need this to launch this thing. And he just wasn't seeing it, man. He's like, you know what? So they had a meeting.
Yeah.
And they passed it on to that other company.
He probably looked at the budget and was like, fuck that.
I wasn't asking for any more money.
Yeah. No, the budget to do it.
The budget has nothing to do with it.
Really?
The only thing that they have to pay for are the flights to and from Oregon, that's 3 round trips at about $500 a pop.
Yeah.
This isn't like a hole in the wall company. This is a company.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Their problem was that they felt like it just didn't make sense for them. And again, the marketing team's like, you're not getting it.
It's no brainer here.
You're not getting it. And the more I talked to my direct boss about it, because I pulled him aside, me, him, and this other marketing person.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, just tell me what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And, he started off with a very corporate answer,
Yeah.
and I just kept pushing him and pushing him. Like, no, tell me more.
Tell me the
Tell
truth.
me more. Tell me more. And it got to the point where now that he was just saying all this different stuff, and I'm like, sounds like you guys don't have faith that I can do this. That's what it sounds like to me, because that's not what we're saying. I'm like, it's kind of what you're saying. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And whether that's the truth
Is
or not.
that the truth or not? Yeah.
Whether it's the truth or not,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I was like, listen, even if it wasn't me, I'd still be pushing for this. If you just pulled some
That's
bum
true.
off the fucking street,
Yeah.
this is such a great idea.
Look
to
at
take a fat guy and turn him into a strong man. That hasn't been done yet.
The Biggest Loser.
No, The Biggest Loser just helps them lose weight.
Yeah.
This is taking somebody off of a fucking couch
Yeah.
who's had like no training in like 10 years,
Mhm.
which is me, basically.
Yeah.
And literally putting them through this crazy process and him coming out the other end in less than a year
Yeah.
as a strongman competitor, like in a competition. They haven't done that yet.
What you need to do,
That's like TikTok virality. So I think I'm just gonna do it my fucking
dude.
self.
I was just about to say that. I was like, what you need to do
And
is
not
the
mention them at all.
ultimate fuck you is to do it on this podcast. I'm gonna call you out right now and do it on this podcast. You're signed up. You're done.
Yeah. I mean,
I will train you.
it sounds great and all, but can I pour you another one?
Yeah, sure.
There.
Yeah.
It sounds great and all, but one thing that my direct boss told me was, he's like, you could still have
That was pretty
so much.
pretty gnarly shot there.
Did not mean to pour so much.
It's fine.
He's like, listen. He goes, we gave the option for them just to do it, and they just pay for it all, and you can do it there. I'm like, no, you don't get it. I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I said, my goal is to provide this company with everything I got.
Yeah.
And the point of this idea was to build up our brand, build up our presence on these other new platforms that we're about to venture onto.
Yep.
There is no point now for me to do it with them, because this company has already partnered with us plenty of times.
Yeah.
I was like, they know who we are.
But you still want to do it? Like, if you weren't doing it with the company, like, do you still? I mean, obviously you still.
Oh, I'd love to.
Be
Well, I mean,
healthy.
if this other owner was to call me and just give me a good pitch, I'll do it.
Yeah. So how many subscribers would we have to have for you to do this?
I don't think I could put a number on that, because it's my health. I don't want to make a fucking game out of it.
I'm just trying to motivate you, man.
No, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I've already wrapped my head around it. I
Yeah.
want to do it. Like, I'm going to the gym tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, because I've been putting it off recently, going to the gym, just because they want, they kind of wanted me at my biggest, just for number purposes, just to show the crazy drastic
transformation.
I'm not waiting any longer. And
Yeah.
after hearing that today, just kind of getting the fuck you from it.
Yeah. All right. Just go. Health journey.
But I mean, like I said, if that guy calls, I mean, their advice. I mean, this guy is he has world records for lifting.
Yeah.
This guy is brilliant. He's got an amazing team with him, nutritionists and trainers and all this shit. I'd be stupid not to
take that,
it up.
Yeah.
But
take that
also, I mean, one of the thousands of caveats that the company hated was that it could take me away from other work I'm doing at the company. But again, that just sounded like
it sounded
like bullshit.
It is bullshit. It's grade A bullshit.
But it does take a lot of fucking work with what that is. It takes a lot of work and dedication.
Yeah,
which is a bummer, because again, it's something I thought
that would be a reality for you.
Oh yeah.
That would be, dude. How
life changing for me.
If you came up to me and was like, "Hey, we're gonna train you. We're going to hook you up with the best people, the best weights, the best program. We're gonna do this for you." I mean, you got to say yes to something like that. That's something, and that sucks.
Especially at
I feel bad for
no
you.
Cost.
Yeah, no cost. I mean, that's kind of like a dream come true, and then all of a sudden it gets pulled under your feet. I can understand how that would suck. Yeah, I'd be pissed.
I am upset.
I would be pissed.
I am upset about that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
the thing I'm the most upset about is just how they've done a complete 180, where just 2 days ago we were ready to go.
Man.
We were on board, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, we were prepping to buy the tickets to go to Oregon. I mean, and me and this other marketing girl, we were texting late at night, talking about ideas and all this other shit. Only for us to wake up today and just have the door slammed on our face. And without a real reason, without a real genuine reason, other than they just don't see how it can benefit us. So like, one of the things was like, okay, we'll take this other company out.
Yeah.
or take us out of this situation. Does it benefit them? Well, yes, because they're a training company and the fitness company. It makes sense. Okay, take them out of it and leave us in. Does it make sense for us? And they're like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, no, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It completely does. Like, we're telling two different stories here, even though the emotional driver is the transformation itself. You know, the training, everything. That's the emotional driver. But each episode is going to be roughly 10 to 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's going to be split in half. Half of it's going to be like the training and the lifestyle and the change.
Yeah.
And the other half was going to be, again, the health of it, the
Dude,
foot health.
It's a great story. I mean, so you take somebody that's out of shape.
Yeah.
It's a great story. It's a great story. Take someone out of shape that, that's trying to be more healthy, to try to build muscle, and, you can throw in the family aspect of it and the health and everything. It's like everybody's story, because when you get a certain age and you get above 35 and you're eating your food and it just, sticks to you, and you're just like, damn, I used to be able to eat, whatever I wanted to eat as a man, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hits you, and then all of a sudden, man, I gotta really, start taking my health. It becomes mortal to you to take care of your health. Your metabolism just isn't what it used to be.
No, it's not.
It's just.
But again, it's a combination of things between the laziness, the low T. It's a lot of bad decision making.
Yeah.
It's a whole long list. But regardless, I'm more mad at the fact that this was just such a home run original idea. I mean, everyone's got their own like fitness journey videos, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But no one's done it like this, like making it a series.
Yeah.
And and it'd be mostly recorded by the time it launches. Like this is going to be like a real type show feel.
Yeah.
And but no one's done it from the ground up. Like this. It's always been, we're just going to help this guy lose weight. And we'll check on him later. Nothing this in depth. And so this is one of those opportunities that don't come around often, not for me, but for a company to have that kind of access and have somebody like me willing to be put through the ringer at no extra cost to them, and basically just prod in the personal lives.
You sound pissed.
I'm fucking pissed.
You sound pissed.
I'm pissed.
Drink some of this and calm the fuck down. Yeah, man.
God, it's gig all over again. I'm
we're not gonna go there. We'll talk about that on a different podcast.
Fuck. Thank you for this.
You're welcome. Cheers. How long? What's the time on this? How long we've been bullshitting?
An hour.
We've been on this for an hour. Feels like 20 minutes.
1 hour and 3 minutes.
1 hour and 3 minutes for the first one.
Honestly, we should probably fucking stop.
We should.
we should count our wins and losses.
Like we come back on, the whole bottle's drained. Headphones are on sideways.
My wife's watching like, when the fuck are you going to be home, little shit?
This guy's never going to be home. I'm watching you live, honey. Get your ass home.
God, she is so cool. I wonder if she's watching right now. I can't tell if she is or not.
That'd be cool. Well, support it.
Is your wife watching?
I sent her the link, so
we'll see.
We'll see if she's watching.
She's probably watching herself, like on TikTok.
Yeah, thanks. She's not
just rewatching all her videos.
She's like sitting there watching her TikToks, and I'm sitting there watching my podcast.
Yeah.
Like all vain and shit.
Fuck. All right. Well, this podcast will be released on all platforms, hopefully by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to crop up a good TikTok out of it and put it on our new TikTok
I
page.
think there's a few things.
There's a few things. Yeah, we'll leave the dog beating out of it. Just censor that. It was your idea to go live.
The dog beating.
Yeah.
I never thought it'd be me who fucked that up.
I was like, okay, we need some ground rules before we start this. Yeah.
And that's if we're not already kicked off of live.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Probably some lefty at YouTube got offended and usually shut us
report.
down.
They got nothing better to do just to scroll and report.
Our wives could be reporting us too, like, get home.
Nah.
Come home.